All right. We're live. I think we're live. Let's double check audio real quick. Everyone gets mad at me when I don't check the audio and make sure it's working. Good morning. Welcome to Manhood. It is, what is it today? Tuesday, February 17th. This is a daily Bible study devotional where we get together every morning and you get to hear from an unqualified biblical non-scholar read a chapter of the Bible while he attempts to play Elden Ring. Right now, usually I've got my baby girl in here. She's a few weeks old. I like to take her out in the morning, but she was so quiet asleep that I just left her in there. So I can't tell if I'm going to regret doing that, because if she starts crying, I'm probably going to leave and go get her. But it'll be all right. We'll see. We should go through a few things here. We'll start out talking about commitments made yesterday, and then we'll shift over to gratitude for the day, what we're thankful for. And then after that, we'll hop into the reading. We're reading the last chapter of 1 Samuel. This is our last day in 1 Samuel before we switch over to, I didn't update I need to update that here 1 second. Everyone on TikTok is going to be upset. Hold on. Here you go. Boom. That has the right chapter on it. Okay, so yesterday, I'll be honest, guys. Yesterday was a struggle for me. I was not doing great yesterday. Just really tired. And it just weirdly, oops, that was a mistake. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know, just in a really bad mood. I feel like God was using it to kind of show me the root of a lot of my temptation in life, a lot of what I struggle with, and the fact that what's really going on is less about like the root nature of my struggle or my temptation, and more about the fact that I'm attempting to look for anything else for comfort other than Him, other than what he's doing, what his rest, and just like Him being my shepherd. So I was really struck by that, because I think a lot of times I'm trying to like, I don't know, there's a lot of things that I struggle with, but whatever it is, it's like I'm trying to solve a symptom, which is like the baseline sin itself, versus the root of it, which is me looking for anything other than Him for. That didn't work. I'm gonna fall off a cliff. All right, we're not gonna keep fighting that guy. We're giving up. We're gonna keep fighting that guy. We're not. We're done. We're done. I changed my mind again. Yeah, I don't know if that made any sense. I think I've been struggling a lot with this thing of like, man, I'm still struggling with some of the same stuff that I should be over with, I should be done. And I think what God has been showing me recently is that the struggle itself is not the, goodness, what is happening? Is not just like the temptation or the sin that I have, but a lot of it is like, what am I looking for rest, for comfort, for peace, for hope, whatever it is. Because if I'm looking for anything other than Christ, the fact is like my mindset is wrong. Like my expectation for what is going to bring me satisfaction is wrong. Is this a person? Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. All right, well, we'll see you later. That's awesome. So there's my update on my commitments yesterday. I did not do super great yesterday, but I'm at peace with it. It was a bit of a struggle. Oh, no. I'm glad I used up all my heals on the Crucible Knight that I didn't kill. Okay, gratitude for the day. Let's think about this. Got quite a few things to be super grateful for. Hold on. My eye is killing me. All right, let's go die to some valiant gargoyles. Oh, is he alone? I thought there was two of them. All right. What am I grateful for today? Man. You guys are here and you want to throw something you're grateful for in the chat, do it. Scientifically proven to help your life. Man, this guy's cool. Oh, he already killed him. Oh my goodness. All right, well. Still fighting him. We've been having super good weather, which I'm partially thankful for. I work in plumbing and heating and air, so when it's super nice weather and no one turns on their heating equipment, I rolled early. So that can be rough, but I don't know. Something just beeped, and I don't know what it means. So whoever did something, thank you. I'm not a good streamer, so I have no idea what's going on. I just turn it on every morning. I'm pretty sure a second one comes in. Hey, thank you for following the live, Dougie. Oh, let's see. Oh, yesterday we got to go out on a night walk, and that was super nice. That just means a regular walk? Oh, does it? Oh, well, thank you, Dougie. I think it was you. Dougie over on TikTok gave us a follow. Huge shout out. So that night walk was great as well. And then what's my third thing? I thought of something like middle of the day yesterday. Maybe my gratefulness was the fact that there was a struggle yesterday. Because I really felt like, oh, here, look, pick up this thing. I really felt like God taught me a lot through it, and just kind of altered my perspective on, I guess, just sin as a whole. Like, that's the fact is, I'm not trusting and believing that He is my comfort, and that's really what's going on, and what leads me to like live in the flesh, rather than in the spirit. So there it is. All right, we're going into 1 Samuel chapter 31 today, while we attempt to fight this guy. I wonder if you could poison this guy. I doubt that I'm going to be able to. Okay, you can't run straight into it. Should get some help. How's stream? It's going good, man. We're about to start reading here in a second. Oh, nope. I just got one hit because I was looking over at your chat. It's going good. Excited to be here. Okay. We're reading the final chapter of 1 Samuel today. We're going into Luke tomorrow. Gotta add some stream elements to denote what we're doing. So, 1 Samuel 31. Now the Philistines were fighting against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. Things are not going super well. Should I try to get a helper in here? That's what we should do. No, we don't need it yet. Doesn't a second one come in, or is it really only one in here? That's my main concern. There's no one that's going to be even online to do this, is there? I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's two. Where's this thing? Is there anyone that's going to even pop up? Nope. We're not going to be able to find anybody. All right. You know what I should make sure of? That I don't have a... No, I don't. I'm good. Password. All right, we're turning it off. I'm not waiting. Nullify it. Let's go. Okay, so the Philistines overtook Saul and his sons. And the Philistines struck down Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua. Go ahead. It is really sad to me that, like, with the story that, like, Jonathan's been a part of up to this point, and then just, like, he's disappeared from it for so long, and now it's just, like, in a single line he's gone, you know. He's struck down. I feel like I need to heal. Like, this is a one. He's going to hit me one time. I'm going to die. Oh, man, that did not work. Okay, rolled right into that. I don't think I'm cut out for this. Especially if it's two. I think I can handle this guy. He does this magic wind blade thing, I'm going to die. Oh, he spits poison. No, that didn't work. Okay, so Saul's sons are struck down. The battle pressed hard against Saul. Hey, thank you for following. What is it? Gorm Games. Nice. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. And the Philistines, they killed him. The battle pressed hard against Saul, and the archers found him, and he was badly wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armor bearer, now we see the true root nature of kind of what's going on in Saul's mind and heart. Okay, she still doesn't say anything. Probably need to do something to get her to talk. We'll see. Should I bring a different... You know what I should do? Hold on. Oh, I can't. I can't change my magic, can I? All right, we'll try one more time. Okay. Battle press hard against Saul. He's badly wounded. Now we see kind of the general outcome of where his mindset is at. Saul said to his armor bearer, just hit him on the knees. Nope. Okay. All right. I'm not digging this so far, and I gotta... Should we pull out like the Bloodhound's Fang or something? See if that helps. So Saul says to his armor bearer, draw your sword and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and mistreat me. So he's worried about his image and what's going to happen to his body after he dies. So he's like, hey, just go ahead and kill me off. I'd rather just die now. So, but his armor bearer would not, for he feared greatly. Therefore, Saul took his own sword and fell upon it. So Saul kills himself at the end after he's badly wounded. One of the call-outs that I would make here that's interesting to me is that if he was worried about them mistreating his body to run himself through, I don't think really solves that, right? Because his body's still going to be there. Anyway, that's just something that stood out to me. And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he also fell upon his sword and died with him. So this living in fear thing just spread amongst everybody there, right? He impacted the guy around him, and he ended up dying, killing himself as well. And I even use... What if the flail would be better? Okay, I can use it. We're gonna try it out.
Well, I took you for no matter it. Lay out your arms.
I probably need Thank you for liking the live. Where'd it go? There it is. So I need some money. We're gonna have to eat some runes. Okay, so they've both thrust themselves through and killed themselves. Thus Saul died, and his 3 sons, and his armor bearer, and all his men on the same day together. So this has been years and years. Like, we read chapters and chapters and chapters ago. Samuel, while he's still alive, Samuel's dead at this point. Samuel, while he's still alive, tells David, you're going to be king over Israel. He anoints him at that moment. He goes and tells Saul, hey, the kingdom is stripped from you. And then Saul lives out the rest of his entire life as king, hunting David, attempting to stop it. And that thing that he's doing to hunt David essentially is the undoing of his life and the life of all of his sons. And in the same day, and this is the exact same thing, it's completely reflective of the story of, excuse me, the story of Eli and his sons. So at the beginning, the very, very beginning of 1 Samuel, Samuel is told, hey, the priestship is going to be stripped from Eli, and you're going to get it. Then Samuel lives in service of Eli for the rest of Eli's life under the guy that he's supposed to take over for. Eli doesn't actually hunt him to his death, so that's good news. He more just kind of takes the somber, I'm just going to sit here approach and wait for all this to happen. So he waits till he dies, and on the day that he dies, both of his sons die. He falls over backward and he dies. And now the same thing happens. God has the same thing where he clears the line of this person to make way for the new king or the new priest, right? Oh, I can go all the way up to 6. We're going to do it. Can't go to 7. All right. Let's try that. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to get rid of this. Does anyone know what they're weak to? Ooh, got a slow roll, though. How's that? That's better. How do you dual wield? Because I thought it was a Y. I'm using a controller for anyone who doesn't know. I forget how to dual wield. I can't hold it with 2 hands. All right, we're going back. We're going to go back. Oh, is that where okay. That was, thank you. I think this is where we were at, right? Okay, so anyway, it's what's super interesting to me is that it's completely, the stories are so reflective of each other. That it's like God is doing the same thing he's restoring the priesthood first. So Samuel takes over and his sons do. And then he restores the kingship in the exact same way. 1 second here. I got my monkey mug today. So I'm excited about that. Can I do it now? I can. All right, let's go try this. Let's see how much damage just to this guy real quick. It didn't do much more. I didn't feel like it was massively more impactful. Got some health, though. I'm just going to prove that I can parry. That's what I'm doing right now. Nope. There we go. Okay. And when the men of Israel, who were on the other side of the valley... Hold on. No, I'm scared. Got him. And those beyond the Jordan saw that the men of Israel had fled. I'm getting really good at parroting. I feel really happy with what's happening here. I think my wife is texting me. I gotta go get my baby. I'll be right back. You guys stay here. 3 seconds. We're back. They took my support pillows from my arm. Here, you want... He's not much of a pacifier taker, which I think is really interesting. Interesting. Want that? Okay. Good plan. Okay, so another interesting thing here. So happens the exact same way that Eli and his family happens in war against the Philistines. Very, very similar situation. So the Israelite men saw the men of Israelites saw that the men of Israel had fled, and Saul and his sons were dead. They abandoned their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. So not only has he died, his failures led to the absolute loss of the promised land of the people of Israel. Good morning. Welcome. So the next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, they found Saul. Thank you for following on Twitch, Pops. I need to follow you back as well. Appreciate it. And good morning, Bull. I can't remember if I actually said it. I got distracted by this little girl. So the men of it, so the Philistines go to strip the slain. They found Saul and his 3 sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. So they cut off they cut off his head and stripped off his armor and sent messengers throughout the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to the house of their idols and to the people. So this whole plan of his to stop himself from being mistreated absolutely did not work, did not show any benefit. His body was still totally mistreated and sent all across the land to shout the good news. And he was essentially shamed, right? Nope, she does not want to lay down. Right there. But when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard what the Philistines had done to Saul, all of the valiant men arose and went all night and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethshan. And they came to Jabesh and burned them there. And they took their bones and buried them under the tamarisk tree in Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So if you guys remember, is this in 1 Samuel? Yeah, that's in 2 Samuel. Jabesh Gilead is a, oh my goodness, girl. I can't remember where that story is. Now I need to look it up. The story of Jabesh Gilead being saved, I think by David. Hold on. I want to see if I'm right on this. 1 Samuel 11, King Saul saved the city of Jabesh Gilead from the brutal siege by Nahash the Ammonite. So, and that's what we talked about. We talked about this before, right? So, what ending you working on? I don't know. Do you not have a username? Is it just like a blank hole? Crazy. I don't know what ending I'm working on. I always tend to just like happen into the Ronnie ending. And I'm not sure why that is, but that seems to be how this always shakes out. So Saul in chapter 11 of this book goes and saves Jabesh Gilead. So you have this like weird redemptive story, because back, I can't remember where this is at, but it's only a few hundred years earlier. I believe it's in, Kings. There's this story of the people of Gath, not Gath, the people of, where's Saul from? Saul's from, I think it starts with a G as well. Gath is a Philistine area. This is her morning time squirming. She does. Okay, so Saul, though, he's of Gad. Is that right? I can't remember. One of the G words. And back in Kings, there is this moment where this man brings him and his concubine go to this town. All the men of the town are like, hey, bring out the guy that came here so we can like abuse him in a bad way. Not good. And the guy in the house says, hey, don't do this evil thing. Now I'm really concerned. Is it Gibeah? It's Gibeah. Thank you. There we go. My mind made it work. And so that the concubine ends up getting sent out, this woman. She's abused all night until she's literally to death. She dies. And then he cuts her up into pieces and sends her across all the nations, all the tribes of Israel, and is like, hey, you need to get down here and make the people of Gibeah pay for these crimes because they're being horrible and they're not following God. And then we see this redemption piece. The only tribe that didn't come, the only town that didn't come to help, like, bring retribution on Gibeah was Jabesh Gilead. So this little tribe did not come and help, and so they were judged as well in the same way that Gibeah was. That's back a few hundred years ago. Then Saul, when he's becoming king, he has this moment. Hey, thank you for following. I appreciate it. He has this moment of he's just hitting the point of becoming king. He still has the Spirit of God in him. It's early in his time as king. And what he finds out is that there have been people that have come against Jabesh Gilead, that small town that did not come to the aid of the rest of the people of Israel. And so he, in like this moment from the Lord, or driving from his spirit, you need to get some wiggles out. He cuts up an ox. I believe it's an ox. He cuts it up and sends it to all the people of Israel. So this man of Gibeah is calling upon all of Israel. This redemption story for both of these places, right? There's this undeserved salvation of this small town, Jabesh Gilead, from Gibeah, the other place that was judged previously by Saul, right? It's this whole redemption story of all of them. And now we see this like fulfillment of them remembering Saul's good work for them and him pulling all Israel together to come and save them. Can you guys hear her crying? That's super annoying. I can't tell. There you go. All right. Sorry, just so you're all aware, if you're following this thing, this is much more Bible study than playing Elden Ring, because I'm actually holding a baby, usually at all times as well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag as far as the outcome you're going to have. But it's fun. So with that, we have ended 1 Samuel here. You could stay right there. We finished 1 Samuel. We are going to be shifting over to Luke starting tomorrow morning, Luke 1. I'm super excited to get into a gospel. I haven't gone into a gospel yet. I'm pretty. Oh my goodness, bro! I'm pretty excited to go into the gospels. And don't worry, she's not being tortured. She just ate. She is okay. She's gonna be all right. It'll be all right. But we'll go into that. We'll start reading through Luke together. Start reading through the actual words of. Sorry, that's a wrong way to say that. We'll start reading through the words of Jesus in his life. And get to experience that together. It'll be fun. Is that better? So, I'm going to tell them all hello. She doesn't want to say hi to you. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Commitments for the day. We've been doing really well at our daily devotionals as a family. That hasn't really fallen off. Struggling in most of the other areas. I think one thing I want to get done today is I want to go and work out today. That's like if everything else falls apart and I don't get anything else done, if I get a workout in, I'm going to feel pretty good about it. Because I haven't lifted in a while and I need to get back to it. I need to get absolutely jacked, because then people respect you. And that's the key to life, is having vanity. No, not really, but I do want to be healthy. And there you go. Is that better? I think she's relieving some gas right now. So I want to get that done, and I want to do the devotionals with the family. I think if those two things happen, everything else will be okay. There's more that I want to do, but we'll start there. So that's what I'll check in on tomorrow. And then I've been trying to work on posting daily as well, even if I don't feel comfortable with it. I really don't feel that good about posting online, but I'm just going to keep doing it. I think I'm going to peel off a little early. I'm going to take care of this girl. Get her comfortable. So you guys have a good day. Stay in step with the Spirit. Keep Christ the center focus of your life. And we'll be back here tomorrow for Luke 1, 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. All right.